If all goes as planned, India could soon join a select club of countries capable of exporting solar energy via an undersea cable. India is in advanced talks with Singapore to transport solar energy through the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea. Today, Australia is the only other country that's working on an undersea cable for selling solar energy. Ragini Sudhir Chore reports.
India is stepping into a new era of global leadership, not just in diplomacy or economy, but in sustainable energy. In a move that could redefine energy trade in Asia, India and Singapore are in the process of finalizing an ambitious undersea cable project to transmit solar power across borders. In a first-of-its-kind collaboration, India and Singapore are planning to lay an undersea cable that will not only carry solar energy from between the two countries but also enable high-speed data connectivity. Discussions on this project have been ongoing, with notable progress reported during the third India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable held in New Delhi on August 13. The idea is simple but revolutionary. Today, undersea cables carry 95% of the global internet traffic. They transmit everything from emails and video calls to $10 trillion in daily financial transactions. India aims to add solar energy to that list, transforming undersea cables into conduits of power, both literal and geopolitical, and also connecting the world's solar-rich regions via high-voltage undersea cable. This bold initiative could place India at the heart of a clean energy revolution and help it become a true global power and rewrite the rules of international energy trade. It is also about influence, infrastructure, and India's place in a changing global power map. It's also a win-win proposition for both India and Singapore. Singapore faces land scarcity and limited potential for domestic renewable energy, making imports via regional power grids a key strategy to meet its Paris Agreement commitments. And India, with its abundant renewable energy resources, is positioned to export green energy, including solar, green ammonia, and green hydrogen to Singapore. Indian territories lying in the path of the undersea cable would also stand to benefit from this project. They will get improved access to renewable energy and digital connectivity. The technical groundwork is already in motion. India's Power Grid Corporation, a state-owned entity, is conducting detailed feasibility studies for the project. The cables could be laid via the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea. Alternative routes are also being studied. Globally, Australia and the United Kingdom, along with Sri Lanka, have explored similar ambitions, but no country has yet executed the transmission of solar power via undersea cable. A large-scale solar power project in Australia plans to export electricity to Singapore via a 4,300-kilometer long undersea cable. The project, named Australia Asia Power Link, will involve constructing a large solar farm in the Northern Territory of Australia and transmitting the generated electricity to Singapore. The Australia to Singapore link may become operational by 2027. India is now racing to catch up and potentially lead. The Singapore project fits into India's broader vision of One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative, which was unveiled under its presidency of the International Solar Alliance. The One Sun, One World, One Grid project works on the idea that solar energy can be sent across high-voltage direct cables across continents, even from under the ocean to needy countries. It envisages India at the center of the solar spectrum, flanked by two broad zones: the Far East, which includes Myanmar, Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, and Cambodia, and the Far West, which covers West Asia and Africa. For India, it's only the beginning. It is also in advanced talks with Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Oman to establish green energy corridors. If successful, these efforts will create an interconnected web of renewable power trading with India at the center. Singapore is betting big on India. It is keen on ramping up its investments, with primary focus on advanced manufacturing such as semiconductors, industrial parks, and also skilled training. It announced a $4.6 billion investment recently. Export of green ammonia and green hydrogen from India to Singapore is another proposal that the two sides are looking at as part of an overall approach to further expand their bilateral ties. Singapore companies have poured capital into Indian infrastructure too. PSA's container terminal at Navi Mumbai and Capital Land's new data centers are good examples of that. Singapore is also keen to invest in India's green energy ports. A Singapore firm has also invested in the port at Thoothukudi in Tamil Nadu. A similar MOU was also signed with the government of Odisha earlier this year. This isn't just about two nations connecting through cables, it's about building shared futures with clean energy, technological cooperation, and economic resilience at the core. In a world reshaped by climate change and geopolitical flux, India is positioning itself not just as a market or a manufacturing hub, but as a global green energy leader. With energy, technology, and diplomacy all wired into this one project, the India Singapore Solar Link is more than infrastructure, it's an instrument of transformation. And as the world watches, India could be setting the standard for the clean energy partnerships of tomorrow. Ragini Sudhir Chaure's report for DD India.